Hello everyone, before we start, make sure to like and subscribe to the Haunted Creeps channel and leave a comment with where you're from and what time you're watching. Now, let's begin.
Alright, besides that alarm, I just heard some more sounds. I don't know what it is, man, but this place is creepy.
This footage was recorded by a security guard working night shifts in an abandoned hospital that was about to be demolished. He had already witnessed strange things there many times, but one particular night turned into the scariest experience of his life.
This place is creepy. I want to get the out of here. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and look over here. Checking the rooms and dude, this shit, honestly, like, yeah, this shit.
While patrolling the empty hallways, he suddenly saw a heavy patient bed slide across the floor by itself, slowly moving toward him as if pushed by an invisible force. Shocked, he tried to stay calm, but moments later, a metal medical stool shot across the hallway and slammed hard into a door, hitting it with enough force to push it open. For a few days after that, everything returned to normal, and he assumed the haunting had finally stopped. But one night, as he was walking out of a room, his camera captured something terrifying.
Alright guys, I'm at the empty floors. I was hearing some noise coming up right now. It's kind of freaking me out, so I'm gonna be filming a little bit. Seeing some what the
A dark, human-shaped silhouette standing near the window. The figure disappeared instantly, leaving the guard shaken and confused about what truly haunted that hospital. A woman named Nicole White. On February 7th, 2003. Nicole had recently received a security camera as a gift, and on that day, her brother and sister were helping her install and test it inside the house. Nicole's brother had a strange hobby. He collected extremely old artifacts, fossils, and archaeological items. Some of these objects were believed to be cursed or haunted, and Nicole always felt uneasy about them. While testing the camera, something shocking was captured. In the footage, a dark, shadowy apparition briefly appeared near her brother. The figure looked almost humanoid, but its shape was distorted and eerie. Nicole later said that if you brighten the footage, you can clearly see large horn-like shapes on its head. She believed this shadow was either a goat-man-like entity or a satanic figure attracted by the cursed objects her brother kept in the house.
We're not left there. I don't know what it is.
I do, yeah.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. I ain't scared again, Dave. Oh shit. Feel this. No.
Two friends were doing maintenance work inside an underground railway station when something terrifying happened. While they were checking the tunnels, they suddenly began hearing strange, echoing noises from deep inside the darkness. At first, the sounds were faint, but as they slowly moved forward, the noise grew louder and clearer, almost as if someone or something was standing only a few feet ahead of them.
It fucking seen me and it fucking stopped. Do you not hear it stop?
Stop, yeah. Come on, Rob, get out. I'm going because we've got to do tricks.
Before they could figure out what it was, the noise became unbearably intense, forcing them to abandon the area immediately. To this day, neither of them knows what they encountered down there. This clip was recorded inside a private medical center in Argentina called Sanatorio Finocchieto. Around 3:30 a.m., the hospital's security camera captured something extremely strange. The main entrance door suddenly opened on its own, as if someone had just walked in. The door then slowly closed behind this invisible visitor. A security guard sitting at the reception immediately stood up and welcomed the person. Someone only he could see. He picked up his clipboard, asked for the visitor's name, and even wrote it down in the register. After talking for a few moments, the guard pointed towards the hallway and guided the patient inside the hospital. At one point, he even offered a wheelchair. Everything looked completely normal, except for one thing. The person he was talking to never appeared on camera. Later, when the staff checked the register, they were shocked to find the name belonged to a patient who had died in that same hospital just a few days earlier. A mother named Margaret uploaded this footage online after something terrifying happened in her daughter's room. Her little girl sleeps in a separate room, monitored by a security camera connected to a baby monitor. That night, instead of sleeping, the child kept staring at the wall and the window in a very unsettling way. Suddenly, the camera detected motion and automatically turned toward the spot. But nothing visible appeared. A moment later, the camera captured something that looked like a small cat-like figure jumping across the room. This was especially shocking because their pet cat had died of cancer just weeks earlier. Margaret rushed into the room and asked her daughter if a cat had entered. The girl said no, but then revealed something even scarier.
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here? No. Oh, sorry. Love you, good night. Are you okay? What's wrong? No, it's okay. was just checking on you. Good night. I love you.
Scary.
Huh?
Scary.
You're scary?
Huh?
Why?
It's a monster. It's really scary.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
She whispered that a monster was standing at her window. Both the footage and her reaction felt disturbingly real. In this clip, you'll see an incident that took place on December 1st, 2019, around midnight. A young boy had fallen asleep on the living room sofa while watching TV. Suddenly, he woke up crying and ran to his parents' bedroom, saying that he saw someone standing in the hallway. Oscar Nunes, the boy's father, mentioned that during that time, many strange things were already happening around their house. Oscar checked the living room security camera footage, and what he saw confirmed that his son wasn't lying. A faint, human-like figure actually appeared at the end of the hallway, standing silently in the dark. You can clearly see that this doesn't look like any normal being. So if you were in this boy's place, what would you do?
Escuché un ruido por aquí. No mames.
This video was recorded by a hospital employee during one of his night shifts in an old ward that was about to be shut down. While inspecting the room, he noticed something impossible happening right in front of him. A movable medicine table began sliding across the floor on its own, slowly but steadily shifting from one corner of the room to the other. There was no storm, no wind, no vibrations. Nothing else in the room moved except that one table. Terrified and unsure what to do, the employee kept filming, afraid that interacting might risk his job or provoke whatever was causing the activity.
No mames. Estoy solo aquí. ¿Este es el área de quirófano?
Many viewers believe it was the spirit of a former patient still lingering in the ward. What do you think? Josh had been hearing strange noises in his house for several days. Light tapping on the walls, doors opening and closing on their own, dark shadows moving around, and even the sound of someone breathing when no one was there. At first, he tried to ignore everything, but one night, when the activity became too intense, he grabbed his camera and started recording. As he walked down the stairs and headed toward a dark room, something terrifying happened.
Downstairs.
corner of the room, a tall black figure was standing completely still, not moving even an inch. Its presence alone was enough to freeze anyone in fear. Shocked and terrified, Josh quickly ran into another room and locked the door behind him, but the nightmare wasn't over. That same black figure followed him and came right up to the door. When Josh finally opened it, no one was there. Only deep scratch marks on the wall, as if something had clawed its way toward him. So what do you think this mysterious figure was? A man from South Korea decided to explore an old abandoned apartment building late at night. While he was still outside, he spotted a dark, shadowy figure standing silently in one of the windows.
어디야? 뭐야? 어디야? 또 뭐야?
But the moment he focused on it, the figure vanished instantly. Confused and curious, he rushed into the building to check that exact room, but it was completely empty. As he continued filming, he noticed strange markings all over the walls and even footprints in the thick dust on the floor. But the moment he pointed his camera toward the footprints, he heard footsteps approaching him from behind. Panicking, he ran into the same room where he had first seen the shadow and slammed the door shut. Immediately, his flashlight flickered off. When it finally turned back on, he tried looking for an escape, but the only window in the room was too high to reach. Then things escalated. Loud, scratching noises began on the door, as if long nails were dragging across it. The door handle twisted, and something started forcing its way in. He pushed the door shut with all his strength as it shook violently. When the attack briefly stopped, he saw deep scratch marks on the wood.
뭐야? 뭐야?
Moments later, heavy footsteps returned, and the metal door began bending from powerful kicks. Terrified, he called the police, who later revealed that a brutal murder had once taken place in that very building. A woman uploaded CCTV footage from inside her house. and it has left thousands of viewers stunned. The clip captures a chilling moment when her 2 children were inside their room.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Ayah, demi Allah, kayak ada yang nyeret Jena. Demi Allah, demi Allah. Demi Allah, kayak ada yang nyeret Jena. Bener, astagfirullahaladzim. Nggak diambil aja. Nih, di depan. Yang makin dalam nih. Demi Allah, kayak ada yang nyeret. Sumpah demi Allah. Bukan dia pergi.
The older brother was on his phone, while the little girl was quietly watching TV. Out of nowhere, the young girl appeared to be dragged under the bed by an invisible force. She began screaming in fear, and her brother, whose leg was swollen, was unable to help her. He instantly yelled for someone to come. Their grandmother rushed in first and tried to pull the girl out, but it looked like something was holding her tightly. Moments later, the mother ran in, lifted the bed, and finally managed to pull her daughter to safety. So what exactly was this thing that pulled the child under the bed? This is still a mystery.
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment. See you in the next one.